Okay, back in business. So I played with it a little bit, heated it up a bit, took my heat gun and just kind of tried my best to just shoot the center part of this sprocket, and still wouldn't jiggle loose. So I got myself just a short screwdriver like this and just kind of went in from the back side here and just gently pried it a little bit, and it just popped right out. So that worked good. So I'm going to move this over to the side here. Okay, so now ready to take these guys off, and there we go. And this will come right out. So now I'm just going to lay this here. I had a look at what I could see on the chain. One of the things I want to check and make sure is that there's no cracks in the chain. The rollers are in good condition, and everything like that. The teeth look great. There's not a lot of wear on the teeth. They look fine. And I mean, this bike has somewhere between 10 and 12,000 kilometers on it. So, you know, yes, it's an old bike, but I didn't use it that much. So it's still in pretty good shape. And seal's still intact there. And then I got to get this guy off. So now this guy is not going to slide off. So I did make up a puller for this, because I'm not going to just put a jawed puller on the back of this. I'll damage this rear plate for sure. As a matter of fact, I'd probably wreck it. It doesn't look that thick. So I'm just going to pull it from the center here. It shouldn't. Well, let's see how it goes. So I don't have the Enfield tool. So what I did was I made up a tool. So let me go grab it, and I'll show you what I did. So I got this guy. So what I made up, I marked it because I've got a bin for all my Enfield pieces and parts and whatnot from over the years. So I just labeled it as the clutch puller. Haven't tried it, so if it doesn't work, it'll just go in the garbage. But if it works, great. So you may recognize this. Some of you may recognize this as just a plate for a junction box, an electrical junction box. It has a portion that punches out of the center, so it was perfect. I didn't need to drill out the center. And what I did was I took the other end of the clutch, the end plate there, and centered it up on that hole, and then punched where those 3 holes were, and brought it over to my drill press, and I drilled out 3 holes. Now I think these are, let's have a look, I think these are, what, 8? Yeah, these are about 6 millimeter holes, so that's what I drilled out. And then I went down to the local Princess Auto and I picked up a bolt. And what I wanted was a bolt that was wide enough that it wouldn't damage or gall up this end here for the clutch. So I think this is a 12 millimeter bolt, and you can see it's threaded all the way. It doesn't have a shoulder up at the end. And 12 millimeters, and I think this was 50 millimeters long, so it's more than enough to be able to get on here and still close that up. So then I'll just use the bolts for the clutch to attach it, and then tighten this guy up. I'll tighten this nut up when it's all assembled. Hold that in place with a wrench, and then just start to turn this in. And as it pushes down, it should pull everything out. And the other thing I did was I put a washer here, because what I wanted to do, this is not that thick, I wanted to beef up this center part here. So then the force, the bending force, is really, the thinnest part is just going to be between this washer and the hole. So there's not a lot of meat there, so it shouldn't bend it out. Might pull it out, we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping this thing comes off with not a whole lot of application, and I hope this doesn't bend up. So let's give it a try. Let's see how it goes. So let's start with this. Let me try with one of the bolts here. Start with one of the bolts. There we go. Start you. There we go. another one going. Oh. Ah, the joys of working left-handed. Right-handed guy. Where are you? There we go. Now, my dad was ambidextrous. Must be nice. I don't need my left hand. Not really much use for a whole lot of things. So when it comes to working on bikes and cars and whatnot. Although it doesn't look like my right hand's doing a whole lot better here now. Oh my goodness. What the heck? In there, you. Let's get it up here too where I can see it. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oops, well, I thought we were going, but we're not. Holy jumpers. Is there a problem with this one? You know, look at the threads on the end of this. It came off okay. Oh, you know what? It is galled. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Now, all I did was take it off. How the heck did it get galled? Not good at all. Not good at all. Okay, so tighten these guys up for now. That's not good. I'm going to have to do something with that particular nut. I don't know what the thread is on that. I've got a tap and die set that's imperial and metric, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what that thing is? And these ones, they're a little kind of surprised by that because it all came out pretty easy when I took it apart. So I don't know how the heck it managed to get galled, and right on the end too. I wasn't twisting it hard. I'm only using my hands right now, so. Let's see. Alright. Man, are you kidding me, man? Seriously? What in the world is going on here? Now this thing's giving me grief. For God's sake. Okay, I'm going to turn you guys off because my homemade tool is not quite working out the way I want it. So let me get this set up and then we'll get back to this.